Hi, everybody. A lot of people ask me about my Disney collection videos and would I show some more stuff. So I was looking at those videos and I thought, they're a little long-winded. What if I can shorten them up, make them a little bit more specific to one area of collecting? So I went back to my Disney stuff and I said, you know what, I got a lot of stuff for Space Mountain. Everybody loves Space Mountain, very cool roller coaster. It's not the baddest, it's not the longest, it's not the fastest, but for a lot of people my age, and I'm up there, Space Mountain was like one of your first roller coasters that you conquered, and wow, I can ride big boy roller coasters now. So here is some cool stuff that I've collected from Disneyland and Walt Disney World about that pertains to Space Mountain. First of all, if you were a cast member and you were working at Space Mountain when it opened in 1977 at Disneyland, you got one of these really cool bumper stickers in a packet that was for cast members that included this bumper sticker to put on your car. They got this really cool pinback button that they wore on stage on their costumes. This was to commemorate a cast, it's hard to see, a cast pre-opening, a soft cast opening, so that the cast members could ride it and be able to tell the guests about it. And it says inaugural flight crew. They would have received that. I thought that was really cool. Space Mountain finally opens in 1977, and I've got the guidebook for it. This is the fall, winter, 77, 78. I guess Disneyland had just opened the Space Mountain in the summer, so the summer booklet would have probably also featured Space Mountain on the cover, but this fall one was probably given out in September and October because as December and November crept around, then the cover would have changed again for the holidays. Very cool. If you were a dignitary invited to the opening day of Space Mountain at Disneyland, you received a thank you packet with this awesome plaque that designates you as an official Space Mountain astronaut. It has a raised Space Mountain relief made out of, I guess that's resin. I'm afraid to touch it. I've looked high and low for one of these. I did not attend this opening, and I did not know anyone who attended the opening, so I wanted one of these. And I came across 2 or 3 in my travels over 40 years, and always these spires, delicate spires on Space Mountain were always broken off. My search ended when I found this beautiful example, perfect condition. I'm going to put it down before I drop it. In the original box was uninteresting. I would have shown that to you, just a white box, but I got the box to protect it. I think it's awesome. My Space Mountain collection is just about complete, except that's about it. Except in Walt Disney World, the cast members wore this button on October 1st, 1974. Each October 1st, the cast was given a special Happy Birthday Walt Disney World pin to wear on their uniform with their name tag. For 1974, it featured Space Mountain. It was the park's 3rd anniversary. A little known fact, everybody, if you're a real Disney nerd, you know Space Mountain opened in Florida on January 5th, 1975, right? That was when they had their dedication true. But it was actually soft opened for the holidays. If you find anybody who went to Disney World in December of 74, they'll tell you they rode Space Mountain. It's because it was already open. That's pretty much it. Oh, last thing. In the 90s, FedEx became the sponsor. And when FedEx became the sponsor, the cast members got these tie tacks. I'll show you a better picture. I have a close-up of it somewhere else. They got that tie tack, the very obscure, teeny-weeny. Almost forgot to show it to you. Almost forgot to take it out of my chest of drawers here, full of junk. There's the Space Mountain collection. Oh, and if you're over 16, go to the Tobacconist. Did I show you the matchbook? Got this at Disneyland on Main Street in the Tobacconist. Anyway, that's about the size of it. Space Mountain collectibles, they're cool. There were not a lot of Space Mountain souvenirs when Space Mountain opened. Now you can get shot glasses, t-shirts, mugs, all kinds of stuff. I want to show you some of the cool, rarer stuff. Thanks for joining us.